What's going on, Nerd Nation? This is Sleevecard signing in, and today, guys, we are going to be making one of our final stops on our mythical journey by unboxing the Magearna Mythical Collection. So, guys, we just have this and Volcanion left. So today we're going to be going with Magearna. Only going with Magearna first because my girlfriend told me I have to open it because it has the cuter Pokemon on it. So before we rip into it, this one's a little different from the other mythical collections in that the other ones came with 2 packs, 1 pin, and 1 promo card for whichever collection it was, Celebi, Mew, etc. This one's a little different, as is Volcanion's, in that it comes with not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foil cards in here, 5 packs, code cards, the whole 9 yards are all in here. Now, the one thing that is confusing me, and I'll tell you right off the bat, is that it says we have 7 foil promo cards. I count 6. Maybe there's a 7th tucked away behind one of them, but it's supposed to come with Mew, which we see there, Mew, Manaphy, which is the one that's missing, and then Shaymin, Arceus, Genesect, Meloetta, and of course, Magearna. Guys, now, I already kind of took a little peek to see what kind of packs we have. So, we have a Fates Collide, 2 Evolutions. I'm not sure what this is, which we will discover. I'm assuming it's like Breakthrough or Breakpoint. I've never been good with like the break ones, figuring out what they are. And 1 Steam Siege over here. So, because it includes Evolutions, we are going to bring up Jirachi over here on the side. So Jirachi and Rotom. Today's wish list, guys, is going to be Surfing Pikachu, Charizard, and Diglett. The reason I kind of picked them was Surfing Pikachu is like the secret rare. I'm letting you know as I open this up. Surfing Pikachu is the secret rare, or one of the secret rares in this pack. The Charizard, I figured, you can't really have evolutions in this case, which is based off of base set, without having the classic base set Charizard. And the reason I kind of went with Diglett, guys, is because Diglett actually was like my very first Pokemon card. So way back when, 21 years ago, when I was but a lad, I was collecting Pokemon cards back in elementary school, since that kind of dates me a little bit. Diglett actually was one of the first ones. I always have liked the artwork too because it kind of reminds me of Pokemon Snap. Like it's got like this odd like clay quality to it. So there is the empty box. I can already tell you that I see Manaphy because you have your 5 up here. I'm gonna put my hand here so none of you people steal my code card, and I'm gonna assume that that's Manaphy right there. So let me go ahead and take the back off of this. And I'm kind of afraid that everything is going to fall everywhere because it's already sliding around. So, and it did. Everything literally went everywhere. So here, does come with the code card for the box. And then, as you can tell, everything just dumped everywhere. So let me grab the promo cards, and we'll go through the promo cards first. And then we will start opening up some packs. So, our first promo card is going to be Genesect. Let me see. I figured this out earlier because I have finally concocted a way of getting this to zoom in, but now it doesn't seem to want to work for me. There we go. So the one thing about these promo cards that I've noticed for this and Volcanion is that they're actually reprints of the ones from the mythical boxes before that. So we have Genesect here. We have our Mew. We have Arceus. So Arceus with like the type switch where you can get a special or get a super effective attack each turn. We have an upside down Meloetta. We have Shaymin, if I can figure out which way is which now. So we have Shaymin. So there's Manaphy. I really like this Manaphy because I have my deck right here, if you give me a second. This Manaphy as you can tell, is the same as this Manaphy. This is the one from the actual Manaphy collection. So, as you can tell, it's the same exact attacks, Marine Guidance, and Aqua Ring. The only difference, of course, is that it's not a full art. So, whereas the ones that came out of the boxes were full arts, this is not. And our newest one is going to be Magearna. So, face of the box, we have Magearna here. These ones are kind of hard for it to zoom in just because of the way the lighting is. So, I'll read off to you. So, it has 90 HP. It comes with Entertain, rather. If I knew English, I would be able to know that. Entertain, which for 1 color heals 40 damage from one of your bench Pokemon, so it's a good healer there. And then it comes with Prismatic Wave, which is 1 metal energy, and does 20 damage, and it's 20 damage times the number of different Pokemon on your opponent's bench. So if you have somebody who's running like a wide variety of types, most decks these days do either 1, 2, maybe even 3 types. But if you do have somebody who's running several types, this is really nice for that because you're going to be able to get a bunch of different types out there, so you'll get a stronger attack. So I will go ahead and set that aside. One of the big things... Sorry, I'm turning around because I tossed all the packs behind me. So we have our odd jumble of packs. But one of the big things I have changed is, if you haven't noticed... Before, you guys used to be facing this corner over here. I have changed it to face this side, so if you guys kind of pardon the mess behind me there for a little bit, I'm still in the middle of my move, but once I get all set up, I'll have a nice, pretty setup for you guys to look at. So, some of you guys remember my old setup where I had, like, my avatar posters over here and all that kind of stuff. So, first off, guys, we're going to open up Breakthrough. As soon as I get that set up, it'll look nice and, you know, professional, or at least cleaner for you. And then I'm also planning on, probably this weekend, getting some curtains or something just to kind of cover that back there, so we don't have to keep throwing up the blanket and that kind of thing. But I kind of went to this side because, 1, it looks a lot more interesting with stuff behind me, and 2 is it makes this window a lot less intrusive, and the lighting's better because I have a light here now, whereas before it used to kind of come in right there. But enough of that. So let's go ahead and do the pack trick. So I was right, this is Breakthrough. We're going to open Breakthrough first. So the first thing we have is Houndoom Spirit Link. So that's great if you have your Mega Houndoom deck. We have Piloswine, Braixen, a Noibat, Swinub, Ralts, Panseer, Meowth, which I seem to get like every video. I feel like I pull the same Meowth. Different collections, but same Meowth. So our holo is going to be Ursaring. And our rare is Marowak. Marowak with Sharpshooting. Sharpshooting and Bone Windmill. Some of these, I kind of wish there were attacks in the actual game, because I would love to have an attack called Bone Windmill, like instead of Bone Meringue, maybe some more powered version. I don't know what you guys think. I kind of like this artwork where he's kind of badass looking. Sort of in the background, if you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh at all, the background, which is kind of hard to zoom in on because it's really faded, but it looks like Skyscrapers, the field card from like those E-Hero decks. We have that, so we'll set that aside. Next up, we'll do Fates Collide. I'm saving Evolutions for the end so we can knock out some of this stuff over here. But, so next will be Fates Collide with our complete form Zygarde on the front. So, got another code card. I'm collecting a lot of these code cards, so we'll see. I do have some plans for them, but we'll see what I can come up with. So, we have Wimishcott, Alakazam Spirit Link, Fairy Drop, Minccino, Snubble, Ruckus, Snubble causing a ruckus, and he does look like he's causing a ruckus. Deerling, I might actually have somebody to give that to, because I have a friend that runs like a grass ground fighting deck thing, but it's like Zygarde and those kind of things, and I keep trying to get him to use Sawsbuck, like the black and white Sawsbuck from, well, you know, black and white, the collection, but there's like a certain Sawsbuck that I keep trying to get him to use that's good in his deck. So hopefully with that Deerling, maybe possibly. Riolu, Jigglypuff, and this is the same Jigglypuff I believe that is also in Generations. Omastar as our reverse holo. So Lord Helix is making an appearance. Next we have, and our rare is a Carbink, Energy Keeper Carbink. Drop those. Next we are going to do Steam Siege and then our 2 evolutions. So Steam Siege. You know what I always find weird? So Steam Siege has like this weird storyline. But it has like this weird like storyline thing, guys. If you ever read the boxes for them, that's like there's a kingdom being run by Volcanion and it's under siege by Magearna EX, which always strikes me as weird because I feel like they always portray Volcanion as being like the disruptive kind of force because it's a, it's a volcano and it's destructive and that kind of thing. But then in this one, like, he's defending himself, I'm assuming, and Gardevoir's the aggressor, which seems really weird because the rest of Pokemon lore seems to be the opposite. Like, Gardevoir's like the more peaceful one because it's a fairy and it's all friendly and that kind of stuff. But who knows? I mean, I don't know. Flashinder is going to be our starter with Glide for Chinder. Oh, that's awesome. So we have Azumarill. I forgot. So Steam Siege is doing dual type Pokemon, which is something they haven't had on cards. I believe they've done it before, but they haven't had it in like 10, 15 years. So it has been a long time. But so we have our dual type Azumarill, Play Rough and Bubble Drain. That is awesome. I really like that. So it's not only is it dual typed, where it's fairy and water, but it's also shiny Azumarill. So that is even cooler. Then we have a captivating Pokepuff, a Fungus, a Nidoran Boy. He looks really cool too. I like that. Nidoran Male, Oshawott, Poniard, a Tangela. This one looks like the artwork for Evolutions that we'll get here in a second, where it has Evolutions. I think it's Executor, has like a very similar look to it. Ampharos, so our holo is an Ampharos. And he looks like he's, watching the lighthouse, taking a break from the White House, but just kind of sitting out, checking things out. And finally, our rare is Klinklang. Alright, so on to the 2 evolutions. So first evolutions pack. I already see an electric type. We have our code. Let's drop the code. 1, 2, 3 in front. First off, we are going to have Haunter. Oh! So, we did get a secret rare. I was hoping for Surfing Pikachu, but Flying Pikachu is just as cool. So this is Flying Pikachu on his balloons, coming with Thundershock and Fly. I mean, it's not like super usable. Let's be honest, flying, surfing, all that stuff is not super usable, but it's just really cool. It's a nice little throwback, having Flying Pikachu. I don't know if you guys remember Pokemon Snap back in the day, you could actually get Flying Pikachu and Surfing Pikachu, but Flying Pikachu was like the biggest pain in the butt from what I remember, because you had to like Pester Ball, some Zubats, and something like that, and then it would fly across when you were in the cave. But there it is. There is Flying Pikachu. Next we have Coughing. Voltorb, so that was the electric we saw. A Sandshrew. These bring back a lot of memories, because these are ones I have not seen in like ages. So Sandshrew, Poliwag, Diglett. So we got Diglett. That is awesome. So we end up getting Diglett. This one is amazing because, like I said, this was the very first Pokemon card I ever got. And I don't know, I always thought it would look kind of cool because of this portion right here. It's like 3D-ish. Whereas everything else has like that hand-drawn quality. Like if you look at, let's say, Poliwag over here, and you look at this one side by side, you notice the Poliwag is definitely like kind of inked in, whereas this is not. Next we have Seal. Our reverse holo is Venusaur Spirit Link. So we're getting a lot of Spirit Links today because we got, what, Venusaur Spirit Link, Houndoom Spirit Link, and we got one more. I can't think of what it was, but we did get one more. And our rare is going to be Starmie. Good old Starmie. One last pack. Hopefully we get Charizard. We did get a secret rare and a... we got a secret rare and something off the wish list. So hopefully this one comes through with us, or for us, in a big way. So we have our code. Let's remove the code. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Put that up front. First off, we are going to have Potion. Then we have Magmar. Another Venusaur Spirit Link. This one's not the reverse foil, but still cool. A Tangela. Another Poliwag. Another Seal. Magikarp. So we do have Magikarp. That's really weird looking. Magikarp. The Electric Energy. Oh, what? A Nidoking Break. This is actually, if I don't block my face like I've been doing all video, I've noticed, because my orientation's off, but this is the first Nidoking, well, first break, rather, that we have ever pulled on this channel. So we pulled some EXs, we pulled Megas. This will be the first Nidoking break. Sorry I'm being distracting with my hands, guys. I'm trying to find a way to cover the back on the holo, especially with the gold, without it getting too reflective where you guys can't see it. So maybe something like that. So there's Nidoking Break. This one comes with Toxic Drill, which lets you put your opponent's active Pokemon, or your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. And then it's almost like badly poisoned because you put 2 damage counters on it each turn, but it also deals 120 damage, so that is awesome. And last but not least, we have our rare Electrode. So we got Voltorb and Electrode. I love how sometimes these are the ones that are rare. Like, this is the rare. But let's be honest. This is the rare. This is what you actually want. Not necessarily this. Like, Electrode's cool, but the break is amazing. So we did get a break. We got a Flying Pikachu. All kinds of good stuff in here. I'm most excited about those. I'm definitely excited about the Manaphy because I've teased this several times, but this is the deck I'm working on building right here, and it's kind of wrapped around like Lugia EX, but I have it set to run like 2 of those Manaphy's, so I just got the second Manaphy, so that is awesome. With that being said, guys, have yourselves a beautiful day. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. This is Sleevecard signing out. Have yourselves a beautiful day once again, and I will see you later.